Hi, this is Ed Boardman, and I'm back again for another World Day of Prayer. And as always, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to be here today and contemplate with you this idea of the heart of healing. The heart is no doubt a pretty amazing organ. I mean, without the heart, there's no us. It's the engine that fuels the body, the engine that pushes that life giving oxygen to every cell of our body, that engine that just nourishes us and keeps us moving and keeps us alive. We also know that, when we're happy and content and filled with peace and joy, and we're challenged with new and exciting and fun opportunities, our heart is seems to come alive. Our heart is it pumps with almost joy. Um, Chemicals that are released in our body when we're happy are chemicals that nourish us, that feed us, that make us healthy. And sometimes that's really hard living in the world that we live in today, a world filled with chaos and fear and violence and news of corruptions and news of war and conflict. How do we stay centered, and how do we stay in that point where we can appreciate what we have? How can we see past those illusions of separation, those illusions of danger that I think some of us live in 24 hours a day? And we know that when we're in those kind of situations, our body shuts down, our body tenses up, chemicals are released from our body that hurt us, that harm us, that make us sick, that make us ill. And you know, the heart is to me synonymous with love. And when we talk about it in this context, it's love that I think is the key to the healing of the body, to the healing of the family, to the healing of the nation, and to the healing of the world, and to the healing of the earth itself. Because when we're filled with feelings of love, we don't see the other chaos that's happening, the other crap that's going on around us. When we're filled with love, we can look through those illusions of those barricades, those veils that we put up to try to protect ourselves. It's the vulnerability is something that we all kind of shirk, that we don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want the people to see our weaknesses. We don't want to people to know how we're feeling, whether we love them or hate them or we're afraid of them. We are always in this mode of trying to protect ourselves. And when we move into those situations where we're protecting ourselves, we can't be open. We can't feel. We can't experience the emotions that our bodies need to truly be happy, to truly be able to connect with God, with each other, with the earth. So here's my warped dead thought for the day. And that thought is that if you truly want to be healthy, if you truly want to live in peace, if you truly want to live in joy, and if you truly want to be connected to your fellow man, if you truly want to have an amazing relationship with your spouse or with your friend or with your neighbor or with a pure stranger, the answer is to love. Because it's only when you love, it's only when you're able to say to yourself and to others, I love you and accept you, even though I don't understand you, that you can move into a place of healing, a place of loving understanding, a place of joy. I know it's hard to love somebody sometimes. Some people have pretty strong blocks out there that that are hard to get through. But I found that when you respond to somebody's anger with love, when you respond to somebody's coldness with warmth, when you respond to somebody's fear with love, you open up doors. You open up possibilities. And when people don't see you as a threat, it's amazing what they do, what they say, how they respond. We need to learn to communicate to each other. We need to learn to talk to each other. We need to learn to listen to each other. We need to learn not to judge each other. Because it's in those judgments, it's in those times of when we know we are right and when we'd rather be right than be accepted, when we'd rather be right than be loved, that we get sick, that we hold on to those fears and those anxieties. It's those times when it's hard to be connected. So, if you want to feel connected, you want to heal, here's what I found. I take a deep breath and do it with me. Hold it for a second and let it go. In 1929, Coca-Cola came up with a slogan. In the midst of the Great Depression, people are filled with anxiety. People are filled with fear. Coca-Cola came up with a slogan, and it's even still used today. It's the pause that refreshes. And while I'm not sure I can agree with Coca-Cola's health benefits to us all, that pause that refreshes is powerful. That pause that refreshes can nurture your body, your mind, your spirit in ways that are unimaginable. So today, I urge you, when you run into conflict, when you run into a situation that creates fear, a situation that creates anxiety, stop. Take that pause. Take that deep breath. Allow your body to settle in. And remember who you are. You are love. All the rest is illusions. All the rest is created from our minds to try to protect us. You don't need to protect yourself. You need to let go, release, be one with all. That's all I got to say. I hope it helps. I know it's helped me. So thanks. I hope the rest of your day is filled with joy and peace and harmony. And every time I remember to stop, breathe, and say, thank you, God, things are all better.